Okay, welcome to Live Over Sandwich. I'm standing up now. All right. I'm just gonna, these being back to back is interesting because I've just been talking at you for an hour and now I have to pretend like this is a new event. But in case you're just coming in or don't know who I am and you've been sitting here listening to me talk for an hour, I will intro. So this is my show, Roll for Sandwich. I am an internet content creator and I make most of the time weird sandwiches by rolling dice. And I do that for each, well, those are tiny. Okay, this is the first time I've actually seen, I knew what was going to be here, but I didn't know these were going to be so small. Anyway, so I roll for each ingredient of the sandwich, so, you know, bread or bread adjacent, and then the main filling, the cheese, the vegetables, fruit, what have you. Then I have a wild magic roll that adds a little bit of spice, and then the sauce, and put it all together and have that for lunch. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's very bad. We will find out together what today is going to be like, and one of you, or two of you, or depending on how much time we have, may have the chance to do it yourself. So, all right, so if you could advance the slideshow. Today we have a fairly tame bread list. We have banana bread in our critical fail. I have done a couple different sandwiches on banana bread over the time that I've created the show, and none of them have really worked that well. It's not the best texture for a sandwich. Very thick, falls apart really easily. It's not sandwich material. But you never know. You could do a peanut butter and jelly on banana bread. That's probably not what's going to happen, but I can see it working. There's potential there. So we're going to roll for a bread here and see how it goes. Hopefully, not terribly. I often get the question, if I have a bad sandwich, do I make another sandwich after that to eat, so that I have a good lunch? And the answer is sometimes, it depends. If I were to make this sandwich for lunch, I would probably make another sandwich or two. This is gonna, pretty much everything that we can put in this is gonna be bigger than it. So we'll see what happens. All right, so that's a D6 roll. 6, rye. All right. So that is pretty normal. Which one of these is this the rye?
Sniff it.
Oh, this is the rye. It's just not, I'm looking for caraway seeds and there are none because it's not seeded rye, but that is rye. Yeah. That's wheat. That's rye. Okay. Rye bread. Awesome. All right, you could advance to the next one. All right, so our mains for today, bacon bits. Fantastic. Oh, this has got the cheese on it too. Okay, cool. Oh, raw Spam. Fantastic. Okay, so now you can eat Spam straight out of the can. It's not most people's preferred way to eat Spam. I have done it before. I actually grew up doing that. These days I like to grill it. It is not grilled today. That's okay. It's only a 1 in 12 shot. This is made of plastic.
Yeah, no, it should be.
Oh, it's wood. Okay, good. All right. Yeah. Olive loaf. Okay. So Braunschweiger, I actually like. So that's not. Might be a fail for some people. It's a smoked liver sausage, but I actually like it. So please don't get rolled twice. Okay. Tongs, yes. Good to be safe. Oh, thank you. All right, here we go. 1d12. It's rolled twice. My big fat mouth. Need to get another d12 out here. So the problem with roll twice is that it's still on the table now. So it could just keep going infinitely. At least we didn't get the yeast roll, because it's already going to be hard to get stuff on there. Okay. All right. 10 salami. That's pretty normal. And 7 turkey. Okay. All right. I'm pretty sure that's just normal. I'm pretty sure one of you out there has probably had a sandwich with turkey and salami on it. There's chicken on here too, so I think this is the turkey.
If you need 2 hands, you can just.
No, I kind of like this.
You kind of like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like a stand-up comedian. Can I get verification that this is the turkey?
Yes.
That's the turkey?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, it's either turkey or chicken.
Let me see.
They're not that different, so.
He's the one who did it.
This is chicken.
That's the chicken. Yeah, I thought that was roast chicken, but then I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know. All right. Now there's salami and turkey on there. I'll keep that separate. All right. Let's move on to cheese. Now, I generally order my lists based on my preference for the cheeses specifically, but that's also hard because people are like, okay, well, why was that at number 1, or why you should put the worst things, at 1, 2, and 3, whatever. So worst is relative to what else is on the sandwich, so that's impossible to do. Always. So I just put generally my preferred is how I do it for me personally. My 1 is, and none of these were terrible options. So it's not like I hate pepper jack. I don't. It's just I would prefer any of the other ones over pepper jack in this specific situation. Although, with what's already on the sandwich, I would probably put blue cheese at 1. Also because it's going to fall off the sandwich and be hard to manage. But we'll see what we get. I have never had that mango habanero Gouda, or Gouda if you're Dutch. Let's see. What do we got? Three mango habanero Gouda. All right. Cool. I'm guessing that's the circular one. Cool. I can see little flakes of pepper in there. Wait, no. Oh yeah, that's the pepper jack. Habanero, okay. That is a thick slice. Usually, traditionally, because I like cheese, I put 2 slices on, but I think I'm just gonna go with 1, because this is basically 2 slices of cheese. It's a thick boy. 2 C's. Okay. You can move on to the next slide. All right, so no problem. Traditionally, for roughage, I roll 2 dice because it's good to have plants in your diet. Sometimes. pretty much all okay things. Banana, not really, might be okay. There's already a mango in the cheese, so sweet isn't terrible.
You're so optimistic.
Yeah, I mean, I try to be open-minded. I couldn't do this series if I wasn't. Nobody would watch Roll for chicken nuggets and ketchup every day. Maybe they would. I'll have to remember that when my toddler's a little bit older. Okay. And apples actually have worked with a lot of different sandwiches. Especially, these are Granny Smith apples, so a little bit of sour, not necessarily, sweetest thing in the world. Ooh. Hopefully I don't get the raw onion, because I have, several hours of being at my merch table after this. Roll for breath, man. Okay. 2d12. Okay. 6 onion. All right. And 10 avocado. Okay. All right. All right. Not bad. Just, we'll probably have to go find some gum or something. This avocado is arranged like a deviled egg. It's like half an avocado with squished avocado then in the hole. This is why when I film episodes of Roll for Sandwich, I use a tripod. Oh no. Well, there's the squished avocado. Oh man, if young me could see me now, got a room full of people watching me badly make a sandwich. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Okay, wild magic. Here's where things get interesting. So I will direct your attention to number 1. Good for an anime convention. That specifically means the seasoning packet of the ramen. They were very nice to me. I don't think the whole packet is in there. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. Pop Rocks, I've actually gotten on a sandwich before, and it was pretty good. It really is going to depend on the flavor of Pop Rocks, probably. But I got strawberry last time, and taking a bite of a sandwich and feeling it tingle in your mouth is a little bit of a weird sensation. Also, being able to hear your sandwich is also a weird situation, but not the worst thing I've ever had. Yeah. Okay. So here's where it gets dangerous. Having to backtrack. Yeah. Because extra main could also mean roll 2 again. I set myself up for it. So we'll see if we can navigate this okay. Wow, they have every flavor of Pocky. Okay, well, see if we roll that. All right, first D20 roll. 20 different options of wild magic. Okay, 8 lemon pepper. All right. Okay. Right here. That is it. I'm not going to use this entire thing of lemon pepper because that's a lot of lemon pepper for one sandwich. Also, we're going to have other sandwiches, so I don't think the intention was for me to use the whole thing. When I made a sandwich with a ramen packet, I did use the whole thing on my show. I don't advise it. Your doctor doesn't advise it either. It's a lot of sodium. but I suffer for my art. Okay, lemon pepper. All right. Advance the slide. We have got the D20 sauce roll. So some of these ingredients were provided by local businesses, which is pretty cool, which is why that ketchup has an interesting name. It's still ketchup though?
Curry ketchup.
Okay. I've had curry ketchup, I've had other curry ketchup, and it's better than regular ketchup, but still not. I still don't like ketchup. I did a stupid thing where I mixed 10 different kinds of ketchup in a bottle and put them in my fridge, and they are still in there, haunting me, and I have had to put them on a sandwich. So it'll be better than that, at least. Wow, okay, butter, horseradish, cream. All right. Just hoping for not a 1 and not a 19. All right, here we go. D20 sauce roll. Oh, you know what? Somebody asked me earlier if I have any dice phobias or whatnot. I do like to roll the dice with weird things, especially for this roll, because it's kind of the clincher. And then I can blame the thing I rolled it with and not myself. So, 15, ancho barbecue, okay. Cool. This doesn't seem that bad, honestly. So, ancho barbecue. This one. All right, this one I'm gonna have to put the mic down for. Otherwise, it's gonna get very messy. Smells spicy. You have like butter knives or anything?
Yep, right in front of you in that red
Oh, yep. Right here.
That is spicy, so careful.
I can take a little bit of pain every once in a while. I mostly discourage people from like sending me really hot sauces just because I don't want them to go to waste. Because also if I opened up that can of worms, I'd have like, 18 bottles of the last dab in my mailbox that will never get used. So, but like I said earlier, if you were here during the Q&A, I have also, through this show, discovered a lot of really great milder hot sauces. So, all right, that looks a little bit like baby food. Have a baby, so. Okay, it doesn't smell angry. Okay. Now we're gonna try to cut it in half with a butter knife. Can't promise that'll. I didn't bring toothpicks. I should have brought toothpicks. Toothpicks? I'm guessing we don't have toothpicks, which is fine. We don't need to have toothpicks. All right, so my thoughts before tasting. Let's take a look at that cross section. All right, so got the little bit of spice in the salami. Turkey's pretty mild. Then we've got spicy cheese on top of that, but with that mango, so we've got a little bit of sweetness as well. And raw onions, which are a different kind of spicy, might call them piquant. And then you have avocado, which is that's a nice saving grace for this sandwich. It's going to cool it down a little bit, give my tongue a nice coating of fat that will hopefully keep it from burning me too much. And then that ancho barbecue on top, which I think is going to, I haven't tried it, but I'm guessing it's going to be a little bit sweet and spicy. So it's kind of like I could see this being intentional almost. An intentional sandwich. So, all right, here we go. It's actually not as spicy as I was anticipating. This is pretty good, honestly. Yeah, not too bad. It's a good balance. I think it would have been, I think having two meats on the sandwich also pulls the balance in a certain direction where it's not as overwhelming to have any of the spicy elements. You've got that extra layer of protein and whatnot. I mean, this feels like something you could get at a deli, like, which I was not really foreseeing that being the result of today. So maybe that person didn't use all the luck in this building with their 1d20 roll. But maybe I just did. So hopefully things go well for whoever I invite up. Now I will tell you, if you participate, I will also eat the sandwich with you. So whatever happens to you happens to me too. I usually eat the whole thing, and I will finish this whole sandwich, but I'm not gonna stand here and make you watch me eat it now, because that's not what you paid for. Okay.
There are multiple plates there, so you can
Oh.
save for later.
Cool. I did not realize that.
Yep.
So I honestly, so for rating, it's not bad. Like I'm gonna knock it just a couple points for being spicy, just because that's not my preferred, like, I would have preferred mustard or mayo or something like that, but the spiciness doesn't hurt it. I think if it was just the mango habanero cheese or just the ancho chili or the ancho barbecue sauce, it probably would have stuck a little higher than this, but both together makes it a little bit spicier for my personal taste. And the same thing with the raw onions. I think all of that together pulls it down a little bit, so I'm gonna give it an 8.8. Still very good for a randomly generated sandwich. And like I said, I'm gonna finish the whole thing for sure.